Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video on Little Sim World, a 2D open world simulation game that promises to take inspiration from The Sims, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and Stardew Valley. I have a playlist of videos on this game if you want to check that out. I haven't done a video in about a couple of months, and there's been quite a lot of stuff that's been shown since then. So expect this video to be a long one. First thing we're going to talk about is the newly opened Steam page. So the description says, Little Sim World is an indie open world 2D life simulator with RPG and multiplayer elements that has been in development since early 2019 for the PC. Little Sim World is being made by Terry along with a few friends who have a passion towards the Sims genre. The release date is to be announced 2021, so it sounds like this might actually come out before Paralyzed if it really does release before the end of next year. And it is developed and published by Team Little Sim World. They also list the requirements for both the PC and Mac versions of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if these requirements change since the game's not done yet, but for Windows, the minimum is Windows 7 with Service Pack 1, an Intel or AMD processor with 64-bit support, 2GB of RAM, Intel HD 4400 or equivalent, DirectX 11, and 200MB of available space. The Mac requirements are pretty similar, with the processor requiring 1.8GHz dual-core Intel Core i5 processor or equivalent, 2GB of RAM, and Intel HD graphics 4000 or equivalent, and 200MB of available space. If you want to go check that out and add it to your Steam wishlist, I will leave a link to it in the video description below. I will also leave a link to their new YouTube channel, which has a couple of gameplay clips. First, there's a clip of build mode, so they tweeted build mode in Little Sim World, UIs and decorate mode coming shortly, so many possibilities. This clip basically shows the beginning stages of building a house, where you drag out the floor, and then you'll also be able to drag the walls that will go around it, and some windows too. I'm not sure how the roofing is going to work, so maybe that places automatically, or that is still something that is still in progress and not ready to be shown off just yet. And yeah, you can even make the walls there for the different rooms. You can also place the door. Pretty basic stuff at this point, but I think it looks good, and I like how there's the smoke that pops out when you place down walls. This next video clip shows a character walking around as well as sitting down on benches. I was wondering how the walking was going to look because there's no legs on this character, so were they gonna hop along? But no, they just walk, and I think it actually looks fine. And there we go, there's the character getting up onto the bench and sitting down, and then getting back off it and sitting on some more benches. I think this area of the London-inspired map is really nice too, with the newspapers on the ground and the plants and the rubbish bin. So yeah, there's even I didn't notice until now, it has LSW on the manhole cover there for Little Sim World. Wow, a little subtle reference to your own game there. I think the character design is also very nice, going with the very cute aesthetic of the game, and I like the outfits that this character is wearing too. I look forward to seeing even more footage of this game in the future. This is definitely a game that I'm very eager to get my hands on. Next thing we're going to go over is an updated version of what looks to be the character creation screen. So I've gone over something very similar looking to this before, but there are a couple of things that are different, including the skin tone sliders that were announced a while back that I covered in my previous Little Sim World video. And there's also the identity feature, and there are a bunch of different new signs there. So there's the non-binary one that's indicated, and I believe bisexual is the one next to it, but unfortunately I don't really know these icons all that well. But I am impressed to see so many different options that are there. Definitely something that I would love to see in other life sims. And overall, I think the customization looks great. I'm so glad to see that favorite food is here, as well as preferred weather, and fears, and a preferred diet even, and favorite colors, and talents, and life aspirations, and personality traits. Just this looks very robust. Then we got another sneak peek at the build mode. New build mode in Little Sim World. Who's excited? I like how the build mode UI looks with all the different categories, including sofas, chairs, appliances, wardrobes, tables, and lights. Next we have a look at the grocery store. Grocery shopping, anyone? Buy food and cook your own meals at home. Come support us on Patreon if you're keen to see more. Much love and stay safe, everyone. So this store is called Let's Go, and that's basically my opinion on this. Let's go! Because I think this looks really great too, and I can't help but notice the bike racks in the front. I know cars have been confirmed, but I don't believe bikes are, so that'd be nice if we could have bikes in the game as well. There's quite a bit to take in here. You can see there is UI on the bottom left that tells you that the character you're currently playing as, Elliot, the programmer, with all the different motives being displayed there. And then the top left, there's some options there. Not sure all of them are, but one of them's definitely for a phone, I feel. And then another would be for tips if you're stuck, settings, and a quit button. And there's also the current date, the time, how much money you have, and what speed the simulation is moving at. And in the bottom right corner, you can see that there are different things that the character has in their inventory. And since they're in the grocery store, they have food. I really hope the grocery store gameplay will be fun. I really missed that from The Sims 2. And I think it'd be even better if this game had a shopping cart feature where you could actually watch your character push around the shopping cart as you try to maneuver through the different aisles and pick up different things. I think that would be so immersive and so fun for a life sim game. Another location we get to see is the gym. Did someone say gym? You can work out in Little Sim World or build your own home gym. Have at it. So there's the Bloom Sport Gym, and I think it looks pretty great. The only thing I think they should add are exercise bikes. I really like those. But it does look like there's a decent amount of different workout equipment to use, and it does seem like you can have a membership to get in, as this screenshot here implies. They also let us have a sneak peek at the pub. Good afternoon, London. Don't drink and drive. Other than that, here's an update of our pub, a work in progress. This looks pretty cozy. I noticed off to the right, there seems to be some arcade machines that hopefully we can play with. I'm also wondering if it'd be possible to have our character work here. There's also one additional screenshot on the Steam page where this character is just out and about in the city, Adam. And it looks like in his inventory he has a coffee and a croissant. The last thing we're going to go over is the roadmap. The Little Sim World official roadmap. Hopefully we can get everyone on Patreon playing the game by early next year. The current version is 0.31, full build and decorate mode. Then version 0.32 will be more furniture and housing sets. Version 0.33 will be more careers and character development. 0.34 will be advanced world assets and interactions, and version 0.35 will be advanced careers, dating, and beyond. This is probably the cutest looking roadmap I've ever seen, and just like what I said about Paralives recently, I'm really glad to see some transparency from this team as well about where they are in developing the game. But that's it for this video on Little Sim World, so feel free to let me know in the comments section below what you think of the game so far and if you're planning on picking it up once it's out. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralives, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!